Hello, it's Jeanette with Geo-Mazing Paper Crafts. Welcome to my craft closet. Today I'm actually doing a remake of a video that I had recorded back in February of 2014, and I posted it in my husband's YouTube channel, and it was how I made these do-it-yourself ink daubers out of recycled plastic bottle. And so I thought I'd do a little bit of a remake since I had all these little leftover sponges and I wanted to utilize them, after I showed you how to make your do-it-yourself ink pads. These sponges were left over and I thought, well, let me see if I could use them in my little do-it-yourself ink daubers. And the reason I thought that is because the original ones I made were a little bit loose, and if you weren't real careful with them, the sponge would fall out. So you needed something a little bit more bulk inside to hold the sponge in there. So let me show you how I did that in case you didn't see that video. What I did is I started out with a 16.9 empty bottle of water, and you got to make sure you got your cap on there. And what you do is you just kind of take your scissors, take a good pair of scissors, and cut off the top. And then you want to make sure you cut real close to the edge here. Okay. No, I think I might switch scissors. I don't know. These craft scissors might work. Yeah, let me switch to a pair of my heavy-duty scissors. Well, the craft scissors are heavy-duty also, but I don't want to ruin them. Okay, and so what you want to do is just get as close as you can to the edge of this bottle. Get all that loose plastic off. Just pretty much taking off that dome. You don't want that flare. You're just taking that part off. Okay. All right, and then what you can do if you don't want this little rough edge here is you could take some sandpaper and just kind of, take the roughness off of it. Okay, that's okay with me. Now, what I have found too is you're going to find different sponges. This one I got from the dollar store, and it works just fine, but it's a little bit thin. This one I got at Walmart. It's a little smaller, but it is thicker, and I do prefer the ones from Walmart for this technique. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take your sponge, if you've got leftover little sponges from the gem boxes, and with the thread, you want to take that and put this right in the center here. Okay, and take a tool that you can kind of poke it through. Now I'm just going to use my my piercing tool and just kind of finesse it in there. Okay, push it. Now it's in there a little tighter now with when you add this little bit of bulk to it. Okay, and then you would just want to put your cap on. And now you've got yourself a little handle, and these are, this is going to stay in there a little bit better. You could also put a little bit of Tombow mono adhesive if you want, or glue dot, just to make sure that that stays in there. What I like about these is once they're used up or messed up, you could always just replace it. So you've got yourself a reusable handle, or a reusable dispenser for your sponge daubers. And they work, pretty good. I really do like the way they work. I use them all the time. I don't always use them like this because I use my my Stampin'Up sponges, but they do work for the corners. But what I really like them for is when I do my stenciling, because you just basically just need to pounce, and you've got, a nice stencil. You can make them a little bit darker if you want, add more ink, and See, there you go. I have that little bumblebee there. And so I like to use them when I decorate my little bird cages, when I put my stencil down. You know, I have little designs on my bird cages, and that way I don't have to draw. I love doing these bird cages. You know, I have a little bumblebee on my bird cage there. Of course, I want to paint this white before I do anything, but this is just an example of what you can use these sponge daubers on for stenciling. And you don't have to just use regular, you know, ink. You could use the pan pastels. In fact, I've even used these with my gelatos. I don't know if I have any gelatos in here somewhere. They work actually kind of good with gelatos. And you just, you know, dab it off. And then, where's my stencil? See? Take my gelatos and, you know, any kind of like creamy stuff, you can use it for that too. And you got to be a little gentle on these, because these, you know, will start to dissolve or kind of shred if you're a little hard on them. So I got to always remind myself, gentle, gentle. But they work really good, you know, and you know, you want to recycle your bottles. This is a good way to recycle, and of course you can put the rest of this in the recycle bin. But I love these little things. I use them all the time, so I hope you'll try them. If you haven't seen my other video, it's on Chuck Cobb's YouTube channel, so check that out if you'd like. And I'm Jeanette Cobb, and you make it a great day. Bye-bye.